Okay, let's hear it again for Little Saints. It's always great to have new voices here on this stage. So a special welcome to anybody who has just arrived, and to any of you who have never been in this room before. Or anybody here at Caffe Lena for the first time tonight? Yeah, got a few of you. All right. So special welcome to you. And there's a lot that goes on here. We're open 7 nights a week, and we have music classes for children and adults during the day. We do a lot of community outreach. This is a nonprofit organization. All those folks waiting on your tables are volunteering their time because they love you and they love the music. So we thank them very much. Yep. And it's a great community to be part of. If you are working on music yourself and you want to come over for an open mic, or if you're a poet or you're a storyteller, we've got space for you on this stage. And if you just love great music, we have bands coming in from all over the country and all over the world all the time, every weekend. So please check out the opportunities. We even have an apron that you could put on, and you could be a volunteer yourself. And actually, you don't have to do the terrifying job of carrying a heavy tray through a dark, crowded room. There are jobs seating people or working in the kitchen, and it's just fun to be part of the team. So consider that. There's also a schedule here, so you can pick that up, and that'll have some information. And this brochure right here kind of runs through what some of our programming is and tells you about our membership program. Erin Harkes is one of the true treasures of the Capital Region, and she's brought her creativity to audiences in so many different varieties and forms. And tonight we're going to hear another side of what she does. And one of the things that really makes a huge difference when an artist wants to develop something new is to have an audience like you guys who's willing to listen to that and not just ask them to keep doing the same thing. So thanks as much to you as to Erin for stretching her wings. Please welcome to the stage Erin Harkes.
No pressure or anything. How about another big round of applause for Little Saints, huh? The gentlemen are in my band, my big band, and they all came over so we could run through some stuff the other day. And I was in the other room, and I was like, I don't want them opening for me. This is going to be a really tough act to follow. So I punched Natalie right in the neck right before she went on, so I'm very confident in my abilities. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This means the absolute world to me, really. Thank you so much. All right.
Cocktail heads and crane on decks. Thought it'd help us get ahead. You took a step up and I took a step back, and we were soft concrete. And we both respected it for the monument that it was. She was dead as an angel, and I passing roses at her feet. I said of everything we want, we got it right here before us. Why do the slightest distractions give us whiplash? We should learn to turn our heads more slowly and keep them turning off. Next time when I'm startled by the flash and you never ask my opinion, if you want to know the truth, be okay, cause I don't think I want to tell you. No, some things are better left best kept secret. You should enjoy your stay in limbo and stay out of my hell. Like everything was a give and take. So you know it's some more and you stopped taking. I took a little more. And the way you talked about feeding the hungry, at times to be a taste save the world. I said, what for? I said, of everything we want, we gotta right here before us. Why do the slightest distractions give us whiplash? We should learn to turn our heads more slowly and keep them turning off. Next time we're not startled by the flash, and you never ask my opinion if you wanna know the truth. You don't giggles, I don't think I wanna tell. You know, some things are better left your best kept secret. You should enjoy your stay alone. Stay out of my said, how the hell did we get here? Whatever made us decide to stay so long? But you know, you spend your time trying to convince me you didn't want to leave. I spend my time trying to convince you that you were wrong. I said, if everything we want, we got it right here before us. Why do the slightest distractions give us whiplash? We should learn to turn our heads more slowly and keep them turning off. Next time we're not startled by the flash, and you never ask my opinion if you want to know the truth. You giggles, I don't think I want to tell you. Know some things are better left best kept secret. You should enjoy your stay in limbo. Stay out of my hell. I said, if everything we want, we got it right here before us. Why do the slightest distractions give us whiplash?
Thank you. Thanks. So that song was called Whiplash. There'll be like an umbrella statement for the rest of the night, so just get out of the way now. I'm sober. I'm almost 13 years sober. Thank you. And I mention that, one, because it's important, but two, because some of these songs were written before that happened. And so I try to tell the stories of them to the best of my ability, even though I wasn't really there for a lot of it. That one in particular, I wrote that one while playing with refrigerator magnets in my kitchen, just kind of like throwing them up and see what stuck. And like a bunch of them stuck, and I wrote something down, and the whole song came out of that. And it's like interesting now to try and write without refrigerator magnets, we'll put it that way. But it was a very interesting way. Like, and it was funny too, because you know I had a cigarette. I don't smoke anymore either. I had a cigarette. I was like, oh, you're so clever. You know, I was just so impressed with myself. When I like listened back, I was like, oh yeah, it wasn't that bad. But you know, get over yourself. Anyway, I also, when I'm nervous, I play things really fast. And when I got to open for Eric Burden at the Egg a few years ago, it was one of the first times that my now husband ever heard me like really play my original stuff. And I got done, and there was a message from him. It was like, oh, I didn't know that you did death metal. And I was like, oh. So this is a slower one. This song is called Murphy. Thank you. All right, you know it, that's cool. This song is older than half my band. That's why they're not allowed up here for it. Said you'll be the one, white shirt, blonde hair, green skirt, and a life on her back. It's the way I've been described, all too frequently, baby. And so you wanna know the next time.
chances, but not leaving me much of a choice. I got 2 tickets in different directions, and both going one way. I'm unsettled, hellbound. It could be any day today. The day doesn't have a feel, but I took it to me. It could be any day now, and I wasted too much time on a man who played a helping hand that doesn't reach far enough. And then you wonder about the next time. Now be on my way. Like old Murphy said, it's gonna be the next time. The next time I'm settled and hell-bent on being here in my own voice. Tired of taking too many chances, but not leaving me much of a choice. I got 2 tickets in different directions, and both going one way. I'm unsettled, hellbound. I'm leaving today. Said I'm leaving today. Well, I'm leaving today. If there's anything left between us, you can come and pick it up now. If you're thinking that there's anything left for us, you know, I don't see how. Still wonder about the next time. Now be on my way. Like old Murphy said, it's gonna be the next time. The next time I'm settled and hell-bent on being here in my own voice. I'm tired of taking too many chances, but you're not leaving me much of a choice. I got 2 tickets in different directions, and both going one way. I'm unsettled, hellbound. I'm unsettled and hellbound, hellbound, and I'm unsettled, hellbound. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. And I will be on my way. And I'll be on my way.
Thank you. I'm going to tune this real quick because that would be nice to play a guitar and tune. One of the other notable differences between pre-sobriety songwriting and post-sobriety songwriting is the epic length of the songs have been cut in half. That one, that last one. I don't know, I thought I was Skinnered or something when I was writing songs. When I had refrigerator magnets. So it's just very funny to me. So there's a few that are like that. That was one of them. There's another one too. It'll be a good like bathroom break song if you're like, I just need a minute. Like you'll have 7 or 8. But not this one. This next song. And the people in front are like, why does she have a microphone? I'm the loudest person in the whole wide world. So I'm really gonna sell this next one, right? This next song is my least favorite. Okay. I wrote this. I have the notes because that's how often I play it that I can't even remember it. You're gonna love it, I swear. I wrote this song. At the time, I really loved it, and then I have like since, liked it, and then gone back and forth with my relationship with this song. And then I had a moment where I thought about like some of my favorite artists, and one in particular, and I'm not comparing myself. Wait for the end of the story. One of my favorite artists is Brandi Carlile, and some of the songs on her albums, I know every single song she's ever done, and know every single word to every song she's ever done. And there's a few that I skip over because I don't like them as much as I like the other ones. And I was like, well, you don't have to like every song on the album. And then, you'll talk to somebody else and they're like, well, that one's my favorite. And I'm like, well, what do you know? But, maybe this will be somebody's favorite. I'm not counting on it, but we're going to try it anyway. Yeah, Erin? Thanks. This song is called Ordinary Sky.
I had to make, and it's fine, 'cause I had to meet you. Nothing cares when it be. Say goodbye, unfamiliar to me, and I don't know. I guess it's time to thank you. You never taste the poison that I drank. It was as if it wasn't meant for you. So true, under an ordinary sky, we would be able to see why this is no way to let go. It's time to die. Wonder why alive, I don't know. I wish I could erase you. You walk through fire just to learn. Doesn't seem right that you thank the burn, but you do. So it won't consume you. You never taste the poison that I drank. It was as if it wasn't meant for you. So true, under an ordinary sky, we would be able to see why this is no way to let go. They say the journey starts with a step or two. No one ever talks of all the stumbling you do. What you believed was love was only love to you. Somehow you got me to believe it too. These resentments I am holding on to. The only thing that's holding me to you. You never taste the poison that I drank. It was as if it wasn't meant for you. So true, under an ordinary sky, we would be able to see why. You never taste the poison that I drank. It was as if it wasn't meant for you. So true, under an ordinary sky, we would be able to see why this is no way to let go.
Thank you. But that's good that it's a newer one, because that means that it's only like 3 minutes instead of the older one. So if the pain only lasts that long. All right, I like all the rest of these, so this will be fun. This next one is another one of my oldies. So it's 14 minutes long. 13 and a half, you know. There's no solos in it, so that's conservative, but it's funny to me, like now, how like we all have our devices and everything, and I'm grateful for it because, you know, the thoughts that pop in, just to be able to write them down really quick is the access to them later is, you know, priceless. This was written, the first words were written on the back of a receipt with an eyebrow pencil. I feel very old. I can't tell these kind of stories to my band. I tried to say something backstage, and my bass player said something about, well, how old was I then? And now he's out in the alley because I threw him out the window. But this song is called Race Me to Stop. I don't wanna be anonymous all the time. Sometimes it's nice to say they know me in here. I watch my anonymity grow on the outside. Inside, watch it disappear. What you say, it's okay. We can watch the sunrise and the moon drop, and we can talk all day. While I chase you in circles, you race me to stop, and it's a free ride. It's a free ride. My thoughts were just splattered on the page, hung on the wall like a paper flower for everyone to see. I'm not the least bit bashful if you saw what I couldn't write. It'd be a little naked me, and you say, it's okay. We can watch the sunrise and the moon drop, and we can talk all day. While I chase you in circles, race me to stop, and it's a free ride. It's a free ride. Now is not the time to hide. Won't always be so easy to get inside. What say we blame it on the full moon, or what say we sit and bitch about the weather, or go run around the block to get next door to say cheers to you. We don't belong together, and you say it's okay. We can watch the sunrise and the moon drop, and we can talk all day. While I chase you in circles, you race me to stop, and it's a free ride. Free ride. Now is not the time to run and hide. Won't always be so easy to get inside.
I'm addicted to you like a bad habit, they say. For the first 3 days, just be brave. On the fourth, I've yet to kick you, I still pray. And I could think of a million excuses why I have to pass in your view. And I can tell the whole world in a heartbeat, but I can't tell you it's not a free ride. God knows we tried. So you see, so I hide. No, it's not so easy to get inside. After the sunrise and the moon drops, then we find ourselves there again. We're still talking all day, but this time instead, remembering when it was a free ride. It was a free ride. It was a free ride, free ride, free ride.
Wait, there's one more verse. I'm just kidding. All right. I'm not always moody. This is a kind of a funny song, I think. Maybe. It depends on your sense of humor. I wrote this song. This is BC. We'll call it BC, AD, you know, just like Jesus, before clarity, whatever. Anyway, I wrote this song, and it's on an older album of mine. I do have some stuff for sale. Some of you probably already have it, but if you want it and you get more than one thing, I'm really bad at math, so it's like the first time I've opened the merch case in a couple of years, so it's going to be like clearance, I think, maybe. This is on one of those CDs. I'm really good at this sales thing, right? I take credit cards. Anyway, I wrote this song about a place in Albany called Paulie's Hotel. Okay, yeah. I think it was open 24 hours. I'm not sure. Like, that's how long I was there, lots of times. I've definitely seen some sunrises and some sunsets there, but I watched this whole situation unfold. I was there with my then partner. His name was Satan, and he had to go to the airport to fly back to hell, and he couldn't do that without getting extremely drunk first, and I didn't need much of a reason, so it was about 9 a.m. and we stopped off there before we went to the airport, and the rest is history. So this, you know, I've used like this an amalgam of different things that I saw again, and it could all be, you know, a fever dream, but whatever, it makes for a fun song. So there's a part where I go, and you're welcome to, I won't know because my back is turned. I don't know if you guys know that. But I sing this one part where I say, and all I got was glasses in the air. So if I do that and you feel like throwing it, don't throw it. I mean, hold it. It's not that kind of place. I'm sorry, Sarah. Don't throw your, just, you know, oh, yay, whatever. You're your own boss. Do what you want. But if you feel like doing some crowd participation, that's fine. If you don't, I won't know. Again, 'cause, I mean, I have a little reflection. This is a very clean piano. So I'm going to expect all you guys to... Okay, thanks. This song is called Paulie's Hotel.
Watched a woman give a man a haircut in a bar and wondered who'd been drinking more. He left a clump full of hair on his head and 2 more on the floor. She wore a cowboy hat and I'm just assuming to cover up a bad cut of her own. He stood there laughing with the people that he came in with, forgetting that he had come alone. Did I mention it was 9 in the morning? Is that how you start your day or how you end the one before? I'm not judging, I'm merely fascinated. Though my guest was educated, I just wanted to be sure. Tell me everybody by a show of hands, and all I got was glasses in the air. Hey! The reaction compared to my distraction, I never ever wonder what the hell I was doing there. Best thing about Ricky's that he always tries to trick me. Wants a cab home to an address he never can remember. By the process of extreme elimination and some inebriation, we just might go home together. That man down there says he stays in a relationship to make sure that he's always getting laid. It's funny you should mention it. The only reason that I stand here is not because you're interesting, but because I'm getting paid. Did I mention it was 2 in the afternoon? Is it safe to assume that we're all working nights? I'm not judging, I'm merely fascinated. Though my guest was educated, I just wanted to be right. Tell me everybody by a show of hands, and all I got was glasses in the air. Yeah! Their reaction only fed to my distraction. I never ever wonder what the hell I was doing there. Watched a woman with a long neck bottle and a longer running tab. All pun intended, cause when it's time to pay up, she says, catch me if you can. Johnny here knows Jesus on a first name basis, says that he's a friend of mine, and I think you two should meet. He's gonna tip you with the same bus token that they gave him at the clinic down the street. Did I mention it was 2 in the afternoon? Is it safe to assume that we're all working nights? I'm not judging, I'm merely fascinated. Though my guest was educated, I just wanted to be right. Tell me everybody by a show of hands, and all I got was glasses in the air. Hey! The reaction only fed to my distraction. I never ever wonder what the hell I was doing there. I'll only make you do it one more time. So this next verse, there was this guy that told this story one time, and like most of his stories he would tell, and I'd be like, no you didn't. And I got to do this song in Syracuse, and they really appreciate it because I think it's like one of the only songs that mentions Syracuse, maybe? I don't know. Its claim to fame is this song. Shot a man in Syracuse in 1983 after a drug deal gone bad. Next up to building the Great Wall of China. Sounds to me like the best time that you never had. The man down there just sipping on his soda, doesn't drink for a living, but they look at him as strange. When you ask him what he wants in his Coke, he says a lime, no joke, maybe a lemon for a change. Did I mention when I finished my rehab, I didn't know what to think? Seems that my friends weren't my friends anymore, and that's alright with me. They were only ever good for a drink. You ask everybody by a show of hands, and all you've got is glasses in the air. Yeah! The reaction couldn't stop my distraction. I went up and I got the hell out of there.
tell you which ones were before or after. Like, yeah, that clocked in about 7-8 minutes. It's another one of those. I have a few different recordings of this song because I've had a few different amazing opportunities to play it with different groups. Done like the solo thing, my first band, and then a few years ago I got the chance to do this collaboration with a full pipe band. And I guess they were like, if any voice can match 40 bagpipes in volume, that's how I got the job. Anyway, so we worked together on a few different songs, and partway through I was like, why don't we try an original? And this is the one that we tried. So there's a really cool recording of this. We only got one piper for the recording because the studio wasn't that big. And that's on one of the albums as well. But there's definitely some YouTube videos of me with the whole pipe band doing it, and it's really incredible. I hope someday to get to do that again. It was really quite an experience. But if you want just the one piper and you have a good imagination, you know, maybe put your headphones a little askew. It'll sound like more than one. I don't know. This song is called One Day in a Row.
Promises turn into pumpkins after midnight. 11 bells, I'm there. 12, I'm nowhere in sight. If you promise to come back next time, I'll try and make it right. As long as you keep giving me the chance, I'll take it. You name the time and place, I swear I'll make it. If you wanna put your heart into my hands, I'm gonna have to break it. You see something special in me, or some potential for someone you want me to be. And I cast a shadow large enough to not shed any light on your pain. We'll have ourselves a circular conversation, wrap it around a maple, misguided inspiration. See the forest for the trees, I see the rainbows for the rain. It means a lot to believe, but you know it. If you leave it up to me, I could never show it. Know why you're watching, it makes no sense, I know. And it means a lot to believe that you see it. If you leave it up to me, I could never be it. Never be that way for more than one day in a row. So will I see you tomorrow, or will you see me? Or none of the above, that's 2 out of 3. Think I got a line or two just so do you buy this one, the next one's free. And don't come back and say that I never warned you. I ever wear just as a customer before you. Or listen to a song or two I wrote for you and try and act surprised. Come on, I dare you. Say that something is making you wait. I say that your persistence might be breeding hate. And I don't want to be around for the birth or the screaming or the pain. I'd rather have a circular conversation, wrap it around a maple, misguided inspiration. See the forest for the trees, I see the rainbows for the rain. It means a lot to believe, but you know it. If you leave it up to me, I could never show it. Know why you're watching, it makes no sense at all. It means a lot to believe that you see it. If you leave it up to me, I could never be it. Could never be that way for more than one day in a row. Promises turn into pumpkins after midnight. 11 bells, I'm there. 12, I'm nowhere in sight. If you promise to come back next time, I'll try and make it right. As long as you keep giving me the chance, I'll take it. You name the time and place, I swear I'll make it. If you wanna put your heart into my hands, I'm gonna have to break it. You see something special to me, or some potential for someone you want me to be. Like it's a shadow large enough to not shed any light on your pain. We'll have ourselves a circular conversation, wrap it around a maple, misguided inspiration. See the forest for the trees, I see the rainbows for the rain. It means a lot to believe, but you know it. If you leave it up to me, I could never show it. and go. And it means not to believe that you want me. I'd like to see you send your ghost out to haunt me. You cannot haunt me more than one day in a row. It's just too much for me to be near you. You wanna ask me why? I say I feel you and I cannot feel that way more than one day in a row. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you. Thanks. So I like stopped playing and just sang at one part, and I was really quiet. I'm not used to that. I'm glad that it's really dark, because I mean, if you all could just like, I don't know, turn on some TVs and turn around and get drunk, then I would feel a little more at home. Right now, this is freaking me out. I was telling Sarah, there were some people that were like, "You've never played like Lena before?" And I'm like, "I did a live stream during the pandemic, and I did some tribute like BC. I don't even remember what I played, but this is my first time doing my own show here, and that's because I wanted to wait until I really felt like I had something to offer in way of songs and audience, and I knew that it would be something that I had to sell a lot of tickets to, and so I'm so grateful to see that so many of you have shown up, so that I don't look foolish. So thank you all so much for this, really. Because for a while, the biggest part of my income was playing bar shows, sitting like in a corner and just playing covers and not really caring much about one thing or another. And that was probably like, 70% of my money came from that. And after the pandemic, when I started to get back into it, like I was so grateful to play again, but there was just something, I was like, God, I hate this. Like, it didn't bother me before, and now it did. Like, I mean, I like obviously starved for attention. I mean, we know that. Let's just check that off. We know this, okay? But like people would come to like see me at a bar, and they had the best intentions, but they would ask for like one of my songs, and I'd be like, okay, and then they'd go to the bathroom or they'd play on their phone, and I'd be like, nah, like, so I stopped playing my own songs because I don't want to play them to your back, and so it meant a lot to me to put something like this together and be able to do something like that. So thank you all again, and I'm making the move to do more of these things and less of those things, and this is part of that, so thank you. But like, also be careful what you wish for, because this is really freaking me out. Just play on your phone. There's some games and play like a video. That's my favorite. I actually heard bagpipes on somebody's phone one time, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And they were like, "We're playing that song you just told us about." And I'm like, You have a home, right? You'll be there eventually. Surprisingly, this is the most upbeat song lyrically that I've ever written. Musically, not so much, but the message is a positive one. And it wasn't intentional that I like made it sound really sad. That's just how it happened. But it's don't let it get you down, is what I'm trying to say. Because like the main line is the sun's not gone down yet, and the song is called Half.
This is only half the story. The other half's been told. This This is only half the glory. The other half's been sold. This is only the beginning. They say it's already getting old. You have to try for what's worth winning. But it's spring now, and it's still cold. And I know, I know, I know. Oh, I know if the third time's a charm, then the fourth should be a given. You should not see my wrong, lest you've seen my right. And if you think you can focus so well in the dark, then you should see my light. You should see my light. And the sun's not gone. No, the sun's not gone. No, the sun's not gone down yet. This is only half of the dream. The other half's awake. And if you're only half of what you seem, the other half was my mistake. That was only half of my heart. The other half won't break. And if it ever only almost seemed real, at least it didn't almost seem fake. And I know, I know, say I know. Oh, I know if the third time's a charm, then the fourth should be a given. You should not see my wrong, lest you've seen my right. And if you think you can focus so well in the dark, then you should see my light. You should see my light. And the sun's not gone. No, the sun's not gone. No, the sun's not gone down yet. The sun's not gone. The sun's not gone. No, the sun's not gone down yet. It's only hiding from the light. It's only waiting for the day. It's only sleeping, not for long. 'Cause the sun's not gone. No, the sun's not gone. And the sun's not gone down yet. The sun's not gone down yet. The sun's not gone. The sun's not gone. The sun's not gone down yet.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, has it been 6 hours yet? Yeah. Okay, so I got a couple more, and then I have a little surprise for y'all. Maybe not a big surprise. I mean, obviously. What? Okay. I'm terrible at this. Anyway, this song is the title track off of one of my older CDs, and also I have it written on a T-shirt. Okay. Well, I know I'm not selling shirts to that half. All right. So anyway, I wrote this song. This is one of my more favorite stories about a song that I wrote, because I went to see G11 Special Sauce up at the old Northern Lights back in the day, long time ago. Ian was 4. And I'm in the bathroom, and this woman compliments me on my pants, as she should, because they were amazing. And I just start chatting, casually, and she said something like, well, Gary, so she's referring to G-Love as Gary. And I'm like, okay, pump the brakes, right? And she goes, oh, why, did you want to meet him? And I'm like, stop it. And she goes, no, my husband is their sound guy. And I'm like, well, then we're best friends. So... For those of you that don't know G-Love, he's like 100 feet tall, and I mean, he's not as handsome as my husband, but he's very, very good looking. My husband's here, right? Okay, so anyway, he's not that good looking. Anyway, at the time I thought he was, but now, anyway. So she says, meet me by the stage after the show, and I still think that she's completely full of shit. So I'm like, all right. So I meet her at the stage, and she's there, and she's like, all right, we're going backstage. If anyone asks, we're like old friends from school. And I'm like, okay, I can lie. And so in my head, I'm like, okay, you're gonna tell him that you're also a musician, tell him about the time you saw him in like Myrtle Beach at the Hard Rock, tell him about like your favorite song is like Rodeo Clown, but like all these things, like I have all these like articulate, beautiful things to say to this musician that I admire and love. And we go backstage, and I'm sitting on this couch, and he comes in and he stands over one of these floodlights like this because he's 1,000 feet tall, right? And the light just completely, perfectly encapsulates his head like a halo. And he looks down at me, and he smiles with this big, like, soap opera actor smile, that bing, like that, when he looks at me, and he goes, nice to meet you. And I go, you were good. And it's not just that I said that like English wasn't my first language. Like it just, and he goes, thanks, and walked away. I'm like, oh my God, like you blew it, so I'm like, okay, shake it off. Maybe you'll have another chance, or maybe you should just go home. And I should have just gone home, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. And I get invited to go on to the tour bus with some other, like the roadies and stuff, and we're sitting in the back, and they're talking about, like, tour. Now, I'm completely articulate with all of these people, right? It's fine. Everything's fine. In walks G-Love, and he goes, yo, some kids from Skidmore asked if we want to go jam with them. And they're like, yeah, I'm down. He looks down at me. You want to go? I go, I have to go home. I don't know why. So I was very casually seeing somebody that did not deserve me at the time. And I guess in the back of my head, I was trying to do the right thing, even though, derp. Anyway, so I drive home, and now here's how long ago this was. I call my home phone from my cell phone to sing into my answering machine. You guys picking up on, they're taking notes in the back, the teenagers in my band. Sang into my answering machine the line, he must not know how special I am. But it was like, he must not know how special I am. And I was like, the next day I listened to it, I was like, you're an asshole. All right. But then I wrote a whole song about it. So, I got something out of meeting G-Love, just not a baby. Could have been so tall. I'm so happy to be sober for so many reasons. So this song is called Special I Am.
You're the girl who runs in the morning. I can't see you. No, you can't. Just run away. I recognize you by your sneakers and your colorful bandana. I make sure to wear a different one every day. loving you isn't doing anything for me. I wanna strike you sometimes, extending my arms, and the other way is ill received. I want to know better, but I'm holding on to better times and praying for their return. I wanna dance in your fire, admire the warmth and the color, and pretend it doesn't burn. But then who am I to justify doing what I want? Is a matter of survival, matter of fact. You can never say I told you so. You're the last one to know, and I'm the last one to think and believe that. You must not know just how special I am, how thick is my skin really. Come and go like a fog, you come and go back again, and you think by then I prefer to see clearly. My hands look more and more like my mom's every day, like they were built that way. Quick order, Mom, we ought to run and catch that boy. She said, not today. What's easier said than done shouldn't always get done, and it's easy to seem tough when no one ever calls your bluff. And I'd watch you pay up and every she's thinking on good thoughts are released, thinking of herself enough. But then who am I to justify doing what I want, no matter how matter of fact. She will never say I told you so, just as long as when it happens I will never ever say it back. And you must not know how special I am, how thick is my skin really. Come and go like a fog, you come and go back again, and you think by then I prefer to see clearly. And you must not know how special I am, how thick is my skin. Well, it's quite thick really, and you come and go like a fog, go and come back again. You'll see by then I prefer to see clearly.
Thank you. I didn't even write it on my set list. I looked down, I'm like, you dummy. Gotta do that one. Gotta do the G-Love song. This next song, I'm not proud of how I started it up, but it is my personal favorite one of mine. Is that weird to say? Like, not like, this is my favorite. Like, and I'm not like that, you know. It's hard for a musician to really pick which one of theirs they can even tolerate, much less say that they like the best, if I'm being honest. But this one is the one that I tolerate the most, I guess. But I wrote it because I got really mad at somebody one time. I had played in this duo for a week. It didn't go well. And we had a couple really great shows. I thought I was enjoying it. I thought she was enjoying it. And after one of the shows, her boyfriend said something to me like, "Why are you ruining all of her songs?" And I was like, so I went home and was like, she's like a side street. I don't even know, like, she's not even in my direction anymore. So I got all like spiteful, and I wrote the song basically about, you know, trying to tell myself that I didn't like her anymore. And which is fine, because she's not really doing much anything now, and I'm at Caffe Lena, so. Thank you very much. If she asked, we sold it out. I mean, close, just 6, less than 6, you know, so. 4, oh, see? Yeah, eat it. Anyway. But again, like, I'm not always proud of like how the song came about, but the finished product was definitely worth it. And this is my favorite one that I've written, and the song is called Glitter in the Gutter. Thank you.
You're like a side street, I missed a sign for it. Guess I wasn't paying attention. Didn't want to turn on you, 'cause I was lost, but still I knew was going in a different direction. And it's alright, every city's got a main street, it's got a bus station in the worst part of town. I'm sitting curbside waiting for my ride. I happen to look down, you won't believe what I found. It was a shiny little piece of glitter in the gutter rail. If there was ever a distraction, well, they stopped it, picked it up and holds it up. I made it good as new. Did it surprise you that it didn't lose its shine because somebody dropped it? You slipped into me like an old pair of jeans, poured into my drink and checked yourself out in the glass. No one could look at you as much as you, and still you knew to look deep into my eyes before you dared make your pass. And it's alright, every city's got a guy like you, it's got a bus station in the worst part of town. I'm sitting curbside waiting for my ride. I happen to look down, you won't believe what I found. It was a shiny little piece of glitter in the gutter rail. If there was ever a distraction, well, they stopped it, picked it up and holds it up. I made it good as new. Did it surprise you that it didn't lose its shine because somebody dropped it? My heart crawled from my chest, slid right up my throat. I said to my head, you wanna take this outside? Who'd win the fight if Medusa met Midas? You left with a heart of gold, a head of stone. Somebody's gonna have to run and hide. It's alright, every city's got a place to hide in. Just try the bus station in the worst part of town. Sitting curbside waiting for my ride. I happen to look down, you won't believe what I found. It was a shiny little piece of glitter in the gutter rail. If there was ever a distraction, well, they stopped it, picked it up and holds it up. I made it good as new. Did it surprise you that it didn't lose its shine because somebody dropped it? A shiny little piece of glitter in the gutter rail. Oh, if there was ever a distraction, well, they stopped it, picked it up and holds it up. I made it good as new. Did it surprise you that it didn't lose its shine because somebody dropped it?
Thank you so much.
I sold out? I sold out! Okay, bye. Yay! I need a minute. Thanks.
Okay, stop. Anyway, I'd like to introduce back to the stage Mr. Andy Arnold and Mr. Ian Dingman, please. completely out of order, like a good musician would. I put 3 newer songs towards the end, and these guys are just my buffer, just in case things go horribly wrong, which they won't. It's fine. But I am, as I said before, I'm getting back into the songwriting and focusing on that, and it's been a long time coming. I just got very complacent with just being paid hundreds of dollars to do, shitty Adele covers in the corner of a sports bar, and I can't imagine why I wouldn't like that so much anymore. But anyway, so I started writing some songs. I'm planning on writing even more songs. In a month, holy crap, in a month, I'm going to like a songwriter workshop with Richard Thompson. Wow. I know! And every time I talk about it with these guys, I follow it with like, I'm gonna get arrested. My very generous husband got it for me for Christmas. I think he just wants me out of the house, which is fine, fine with me. I got to meet him once before. It was my birthday, and we went to see him, and it was at the Egg. And when we were walking out, he handed me a backstage pass, like a meet and greet thing, and I immediately fell apart, right? Now, like, he's, in his 70s, and I try to explain to people why I go, like, Beatlemania fangirl crazy, like, every time, like, the thought of him, it's just like, like, I love him, I'm obsessed. Anyway, so he hands me the thing, and I start to cry, and I'm like, does this mean I get to meet him? And he goes, yeah, if you get it together. And no chance. So I'm standing in line, it's like me and like some like 70 and 80-year-olds, and they're all completely calm, and I'm like, why aren't you guys freaking out? And I'm surprised that they even let me in. And so we went in and we met him, like he was coming into the room, and they were like, who's first? And I'm saying to myself, like, don't be first, don't be first, don't be first, don't be first. And they were like, who's first? My hand goes right up, and I walk up to him, and I have zero chill. Like, we just know this now. So I walk up to him and I hand him the CD, and he goes to sign it. And of course, knowing how articulate I am when I meet somebody that I really like, instead of telling about how I'm a musician, how Fairport Convention is my favorite, how Bees Wing is my favorite song, blah, 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 I go, it's my birthday. And and he goes to sing me happy birthday. And he gets out the and I go, stop. I will pass the out. And he smiled and he handed me the CD, and I just left before I embarrassed myself anymore. So wish me luck next month that I'm not home in a day. It's not going to go well. It's going to be great. But anyway, I'm looking forward to writing new songs, and this is one of my newer ones that I wrote. It was released, I think, the end of last year on New Year's Eve, because it's called New Year's Day. And when I opened it up to try and play it to remember when I wanted these guys to come in, I was like, the nerve of all these other bands to call their song New Year's Day. When I did it, I was like, who's you two? Anyway, so this is my New Year's Day. I need my notes. There we go.
I woke up today, nothing had changed. Midnight is a magic after all. I woke up today feeling strange, but time is arbitrary, it all depends on where the lines fall. You can resolve all you want to, you can set yourself up to fail, make promises you won't keep, and surprise when they turn stale. You could have anything you want to if you could get out of your own way, but you stay. You stay. And I resent all the distractions when in reality I'm the one who seeks them out. scared of where this is going, but I'm more terrified knowing I mapped the route. And so you resolve to go on to these adventures knowing you'll just fail, make enemy of the sunshine, act surprised when it turns pale. And you could go anywhere you want to if you could get out of your own way, but you stay. It's been a block, it's been an avenue, it's been a lot, none of it about you. Hold on to the monster playing jump rope with its tail. Make believe we're breathing, we're straining to exhale. And I could be anyone I want to if I could get out of my own way, but I stay.
Okay, so I apologize in advance. This one is brand new. Yesterday was the 15th anniversary of my sister's passing. She passed 15 years ago on June 14th, and I have been trying to write something for her ever since. And the day before her birthday, just this past year, her birthday's March 1st, and we always had this thing where we would call each other at like midnight and say, like, am I the first? And for some reason this year, it was like hitting me a lot harder. And I don't know if that's, you go sometimes where you don't really think about it much, and then you go through times where it's all you can think about. And for some reason this year, I'd like to think that it's hitting me harder because things are going really well, and I'm just kind of bummed that she can't be there for it. And I know people are like, oh, she's watching, so I'm like, I don't know what I believe in, but I do believe that she would definitely enjoy it, and maybe she is and is happy for me. But I wrote this song, and I'm sorry in advance that it's sad, but it's good because I finally wrote it and I got it out, and then we're going to do something happier, and I'll high five, so everything's going to be fine. Thank you. All right. Somebody give my mom a Xanax.
When I might have called at midnight to see you getting old, and I look older than you do. That was when I might have sang you something drunk over the phone, so you feel less alone than you do. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And if it healed you to go, I hope I never know. I spent my life trying to catch up to you. First time I came close to, I didn't want to anymore. I felt almost every bump and bruise. I don't know why I got through. Oh, I mean, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And if it healed you to go, I hope I never know what it's like in Colorado. And if it healed you to go, I hope I never know. And we cry, but we laugh about it later. We'd fight, but we laugh about that too. And I was right to cry when you said, I'll just see you later. You didn't lie, no one knew. And if it healed you to go, I hope I never know what it's like in Colorado. And if it feels so long ago, times move so slow. If it healed, if it healed, if it healed, if it healed you to go, I hope I never, never know.
Oh, we're twisted again. It's fine. It's fine. That's why we stay connected. So, I figured I would cover that up with telling you one of my favorite stories about my sister. And I don't know if it's funny to anybody else, and I don't really care if it's funny to anybody else, because I still think about it all the time, and it makes me laugh. One time, I think we were at my mom's, and I was sitting on the couch, and she caught me like doing an armpit check, and I went like that, and I looked up, and she was looking at me, and I was like, what? And she goes, what are you doing? And I was like, I think I forgot to put deodorant on one side. And she goes, what distracted you between armpits? No idea. Also, I made a post, and I was like yesterday about her and everything, and at the end I was like, now tell me to shut up, meaning that's something that I would say to her, because that's what that's what like Irish twins say to, shut up, like just shut up, stop it, knock it off, and like whenever I would get upset, or vice versa, just shut up, stop it. So I wrote that, and people were like, never shut up, and I'm like, this was not an invitation. You think I would actually invite all of you people to tell me to come on now? It's like you don't even know me. You shut up. So this is a happier song, believe it or not, and this is a newer one as well. Like I said, it's been harder to write since I've gotten sober, and I'm finding a way to do it now. And this is one. I'm just gonna let the song speak for itself, because I'm done telling stories, I think, for now. This song is called No Stranger.
I'm a peculiar optimist that the universe keeps trying to change, and I know my faith is long and my memory is short. Why can't weeds be beautiful? Why can't roses survive a hurricane? Well, this mission is destined to fail, and it's time to abort. But I'm no stranger to wasting my own time. It's mine and it's not yours. No stranger to tasting my own lies, and my tongue feels so coarse, and I'm walk by, I'm clinically insane, but I'm holding the door for you, and you hold the pain. Practice conversations in the mirror, and I laugh at what I must look like to you, but when you're there, I just stare and I get these words all wrong. Fumbling around on an out-of-tune guitar, making the most out of every mistake. Now, the end of it all, at least I'll have me a joke or a song. But I'm no stranger to wasting my own time. It's mine and it's not yours. No stranger to tasting my own lies. My tongue feels so coarse, and I'm no stranger to strangers to say hi. You walk by, I'm clinically insane, but I'm holding the door for you, and you hold the pain. Together, and I don't keep it from falling apart, but I don't go out of my way to turn it all into a mess. I'm not one to dance around the fire, and I don't stand right in the middle of it either. I walk right through it, now I survive. It's anybody's guess, but I'm no stranger to wasting my own time. It's mine and it's not yours. Tasting my own lies. My tongue feels so coarse, and I'm no stranger to strangers to say hi. You walk by, I'm clinically insane, but I'm holding the door for you. You hold the pain. But I'm no stranger to wasting my own time. It's fine, 'cause it's mine and not yours, and I'm no stranger to wasting my own lies. It's sweet and my tongue feels so coarse. Strangers to say hi. You walk by, but I'm the one who's clinically insane, and I'm holding the door for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so this last one for you. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. I'm grateful for these guys. I right after the pandemic, right before wedding season, lost my mind and fired my whole band. And some people did crazier things during the pandemic. That was on the top of my list. Not the craziest, but it was up there. And I lucked out. And I got like the best group of guys, including these two. And they've really like breathed life into my old music. And again, I think one of the other things, this is a very old song, one of the other things that makes it hard to write these days is that I'm really happy. I have a fantastic husband who is just amazing and wonderful and supportive, and like I hit the jackpot. I mean, because as a musician, you have to find somebody that's pretty secure with what you do and how you do it, and I found that, and I'm so grateful for him. And it's probably a good thing I haven't written any songs about him yet, you know, because you heard them. But yeah, maybe someday I will. I've read enough jokes about him, and he's a good sport about that. So he's a good sport about this too. Anyway, this song is called New. And thank you guys so much for everything, really.
trying to convince the world that you're crazy? Did you ever stop and think I'm trying to convince them that I'm not false? No, I'm not. See the bad news flies from your mouth at the speed of sound. Why the good ones stay behind? You said, I said, who cares? Not me. But I'm standing in the middle of the road, scream on now, come and get me. I never had anything to hide, but I know what you told them, and I know that you lied. See, it's funny how you do, before I knew you. Whispered something in her ear and she didn't understand him, but she took her what she thought, embellished the bed and she passed it on and on down. By the time it came back around, it was no such him and I. But the damage was done and time was lost and all faith was gone. 'Cause you said, I said, who cares? Not me. But I'm standing in the middle of the road, scream on now, come and get me. And I never had anything to hide, but I know what you told them, and I know that you lied. See, it's funny how you do, before I knew you. Keep thinking, everybody. Give it up for Andy Arnold one more time. You're thinking it's something you'll get to leave behind with age. There's no time, no space, nor innocent mind. Just when you think you're standing on the outside, you're smack dab in the middle of it all, and it's when we think there's that much more to find. And you said, I said, who cares? Not me. But I'm standing in the middle of the road, scream on now, come and get me. Yeah, come and get me. And I never had anything to hide, but I know what you told them, and I know that you lied. See, it's funny how you do, before I knew you knew. You knew it, you knew it, you said, I said, who cares? Not me, not me. When I'm standing in the middle of the road, scream on now, come and get me. Yeah, why don't you come and get me? And I never had anything to hide, but I know what you told them, and I know that you lied. See, it's funny how you do, before I knew you knew. Yeah, it's funny how you do.